Hello, my imaginary friends. I'm glad that you come back to enjoy another chapter of this book with me. Tonight, we're going to learn about Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin was a Renaissance man. He was born January 17th of 1706, and he died April 17th of 1790. Benjamin Franklin was a genius and perhaps the most endlessly curious American of all time. He was what you call a Renaissance man, which means he knew a lot about a lot of different things and was insanely talented. Though he dropped out of school in 5th grade, Franklin spoke 6 languages, was an inventor, a scientist, an author, a philosopher, a politician, a publisher, and one of the few fathers who helped to write the Declaration of Independence. He was the oldest of the bunch and probably the cleverest. He started out life without much money and ended up one of the 100 richest people in American history. But nothing was more important to him than public service. From being a diplomat to serving in the Continental and Constitutional Congresses to serving in the British military to fighting slavery to starting America's first public library and first volunteer fire department. Franklin put his money where his mouth was. Maybe that's why his face is on the $100 bill. Plus, many of the things we now call old sayings are actually quotes from Benjamin Franklin. Famous quotes. There was never a good war or a bad peace. Love your enemies, for they tell you your faults. In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. Oh my gosh, he must have been friends with Washington. Remember that time is money. Oh, okay. Benjamin Franklin was 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed about 220 pounds. His political leaning, American. Jobs held. He was a printer, an author, a publisher, a U.S. ambassador to France, first U.S. Postmaster General, British colony military commander, British colonial military commander. I knew that didn't sound right. I kept reading it. I'm going, I didn't sound right. Governor of Pennsylvania. Years served in the British Army, 1. Education. Self-educated. Languages mastered. Are you ready for this? English, French, Latin, Italian, German, and Spanish. His stance on France, loved it. Hobbies, played the harp, violin, and chess. Wealth, $166 million. Nickname, the first American. His political party, Colonial Quaker Party member, independent later on. Main residence, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Other residences, Paris, France, and London, England. Land owned, thousands of acres. Human slaves owned, 2, whom he freed. Position on slavery, absolutely opposed it. Religious views, very pro-religion, tried in vain to start public prayer in Congress. Christian deist. He believed in God and the teachings of Jesus, but not in Christ's divinity. Achievements. Invented the lightning rod. Invented bifocal glasses. Discovered the Gulf Stream current. and wrote funny books. What was his opinion on the Boston Tea Party? Against it. Thanks, Benny. You don't mind if I call you Benny, do you? I feel like I've known you my whole life. Good old Uncle Benny Franklin. Fucker. I forgot to say good night. Good night.